Now, we have mentioned that tonight of your time, we will be introducing to you a new being whose name is Willa Hillicrissing. By the way, we have never said you had to whisper her name. You may if you wish, but it is not necessary. She is a parallel reality specialist. There may or may not be the beginnings of some discussions of some of the ideas that she could share with you this night of your time, but this will be the introduction, for she will interact with you from this point forward now and again, and especially in this year of 2013, the year of transformation, so that you may get used to each other, so that you may open a dialogue and have an exchange that bit by bit, more and more, will aid and assist you with new concepts of parallel realities, new perspectives of how to utilize and become more consciously aware of how to utilize the shifting that you do from parallel reality to parallel reality. And thus then, bit by bit, you will grow together, learn together, teach together, share together, and learn new permission slips that are her domain to give, that are her gifts to you. She will and is willing to explain to you a little bit of herself and her world, her reality. We will, in that sense, however, begin again by reminding you that as you understand linear time, she is approximately what you would recognize to be about 700 of your years in your future. Again, to her, this is nothing more than a parallel reality that simultaneously coexists with yours, nevertheless, being a parallel reality specialist, and in conjunction with the fact that we have been working with her now for some time to prepare her to understand how to communicate with you and to help us facilitate her communication with you. She understands the nature of how you see time, you experience time, and she understands the idea that for a long time you forgot that you were shifting into parallel realities all the time. So she will come with some understanding, but there may still be certain things that are foreign to her about you, even as there will be things that are foreign to you about her. But you will become used to each other over time. But we want you to understand that being a different being and being the kind of being that she is, in helping to facilitate her connection through the channel before you, her energy will access different areas of the channel's brain. And thus then it will not just be the idea of some difference in personality, which will exist, of course, as the channel's body and energy will be somewhat representative of the new being. But it will also be calling for things that are relevant to her reality in a new way. So at first, you may find a little disorientation in understanding exactly what it is that is being translated, because again, she is simply sending thoughts and we are facilitating, but we're going to allow for some of her reality to leak through in the translation so that you can get a better flavor of her world and who she is. We will not clean up the translation all the way. Thus, you will be given an opportunity to truly experience a little bit more of how she views her world and how she thinks. And this will help you stretch into other realms and other parallel realities that she will eventually introduce to you when you become more familiar with her flavor, so to speak. We will undertake her ability to communicate with you in the following way. Now, we understand that you have drawn names to ask questions, And in those names you have already drawn, those will be the questions we will address after your conversation with Willa. Nevertheless, we perceive that there will be an opportunity to ask Willa a few questions, but we will handle it in a different way. So the questional names you have already drawn will be specifically for us. The way we will handle the questions for Willa is as follows. Nania, will you please step up to the microphone?
Yes.
Are you present?
I am present.
All right. Thus then, when Willa comes through, there may be a little bit of a delay in translation, so you will expect the idea of a few pauses here and there as she gets used to the idea of communicating with you. And if and when Willa will allow some questions, those in the audience who feel they would like to ask a question may raise their hands. Nania, you will choose who will ask a question. They will tell you their question from where they are, and you will repeat the question into the microphone.
Okay.
All right?
So that's basically what I'm supposed to do is listen, and then if she asks for questions, respond to anyone who raises their hand and repeat the question to Willa.
Yes.
Okay.
The questioners will not come to the microphone themselves as they will when they are speaking to us. They will simply tell you their question and you will repeat the question. Okay. All right? All right. Thus then, if you will allow us to facilitate and give us a moment, we will allow the shift to occur. I conjure you into my hearts. Do you ken me?
Yes.
We are speaking downline to you. We are upline to you. From our now to your now, concurrent. Do you ken me?
Yes.
You have been given my name, for I have a name, as you have names, for I am part of your world. 700 of your cycles hence, a part of the 6th hybrid race that your world is becoming. But I am in combination also with genetics of the stars, from Sirius, as you call it, the Nomo. Siam, Earth human, hybrid human, Noma extraterrestrial. A triad of genetics that is not necessarily common in the sixth hybrid race. I am, as you have been storied, parallel reality specialist, upline from you 700 cycles hence. Ecstatic to grasp and match your intent, and welcome and conjuring you into our hearts. Yes, I have too. Like your brains, with the central and hemispheres, my heart mirrors with central and hemispheres. Reverberations back and forth between the two. Do you grasp that? Yes. We can, you have been given our naming in your language, in your speaking, the old speak. But new speak to us, Willa, Hillicrissing. But were you to understand it in old speak, in your language, downline, you would be calling me Willow, Hillicrism. But evolution occurs with us 700 cycles hence, upline. And Willow, Hillicrism, that would have been my naming in your old speak down the line, has evolved in my reality, my now, up the line as Willa, Hillicrissing. You may still grasp me if it is your wish as Willow. I will not mind. The reason you did not, in that sense, grasp at first the connection to your old speak is of the evolution in our time upline. But in your day I would have been Willow, Hillicrism. This gives you a matching intent of grasping an idea for those of the hybrids who will become the landed hybrids, closer to your time downline, closer to your now than my time. For in my time upline, in my now, the landed hybrids have lived upon the earth for hundreds of cycles. Whatever naming you may have in your grasping and your matching of intent with them now, before they are landed upon your now earth down the line, are what might be termed temporary names, temporary namings. When the hybrids land, become the landed ones on your earth, in your timing, in your new now, up your line from where you are now, down the line from them, they will take upon new namings, most of which they will grasp to be combinations of namings of natural things. So I, in that sense, in your time, in the old speak, would have been Willow and Hillicrism. And many of the hybrids will take similar namings in their time once they are landed in combination. Other namings that we will share in our grasping, in our matching, in our speaking, in our learning, up the line from your now, will be becoming familiarized to you more and more. One, we will reference many times, shall be one of the 6 hybrid race, 150 cycles down the line from me, before me, in your understanding of time, in what you call my past. 150 years, as you say, cycles down the line, we will reference this being in our future conversations, because this being has written what you call a book that is called Shards of the Fractured Mirror. Shards of the Fractured Mirror is what you call the definitive work of parallel reality understanding, from which up the line we have drawn, and from which up the line I have made my graspings and matchings and understandings and kennings, and is my work. So I will refer to shards of the fractured mirror in our conversations up the line. That work being written as another example of the hybrid namings by Holly Cotton. So we will refer to Holly Cotton many times up the line in our conversations and kennings. Do you ken what I am saying? The Bashar who assists my kenning of you shares with me the existence of a seedling, Nania. If down the line there are those who wish to extend graspy waves, we will ken a few. Do you take my meaning?
I think so. You mean people who want to ask you questions?
Aye.
Okay. Would anyone like to ask a question? Okay, I'll start with Sherry here.
What's the best way to match the energy of a parallel reality that I like to get into?
The question is, what is the best way to match the frequency of a parallel reality that I would like to shift to?
Do you ken the vision of that reality?
Yes.
She does.
Is it in your bones?
Yes.
Have you taken scribe to it?
Scribe, you mean like writing it or acting it out?
all the spectrum. Writing, drawing, building, acting, immersion, submersion, taking it in, grasping, breathing, concocting, conjuring into your hearts. Sorry, heart. A thing not fully grasped, a thing not fully kenned, a thing not fully lived, a thing not fully breathed is not fully kenned. Are there, in your grasping, are there in your kenning, other things you could be doing to be a shard of the fractured mirror, to reflect that shard of the mirror?
Are there? Yes. Would you like to suggest something that you could do to more strongly crystallize or realize the vision that you have? She was saying, like, walking like the person that she wants to be.
Is walking sufficient for you?
That's something I'm not doing.
She hasn't tried it yet.
Why ever not?
Okay, why not, Cherry?
Where's your joy, lass? What have you done with it? Put it in a box.
We put it in a box.
Oh, no, I'm acting.
She's acting on it. But maybe...
I grasp the concept you are sharing, but I don't ken it.
So I think you're going to have to amp up the vibration of that even in your communication.
It's a telling thing when you share your shard that it bounces off my heart. It's not bouncing off my heart, lass. Do you ken me?
Yes.
If it's not bouncing off my heart, it's not bouncing off of yours.
She got that.
Allow us a moment. I grasp that this is the extent of what we are to do in this cycle. I'll take a moment to continue to explain that you may know me, you may grasp me, you may ken me, if you wish, as Willa, Hillicrissing or Willow, Hillicrism of the nocturnals, the nocturnal cycle, the nocturne. We are of the night, of the nocturne, and of the nocturnal cycles. 'Tis our gathering, 'tis our grouping, 'tis our power. Kenning and exploring the parallel realities, connecting to the glittering points in the sky, as reference, as web, as shards reflecting to us of the fractured mirror, every star another shard, and reflective of shards within shards within shards. Do you ken that?
Yes.
I'll share more shards again. For now, our upline and your downline shall merge and collapse into a now. But I'll conjure you all into my hearts and reflect to you again, matching the intentions. I bid you bliss.
Thank you, Willa.
Did you enjoy your initial conversation?
That was delightful.
There will be more in times to come.